Hello, everyone. We are back with season 5 in the Princes of Parma, and I mean, this time we are absolutely going to go for it. Like, no holds barred. It's time. I think the league is on the horizon. After last season finishing a close second to Inter, I think this season we can really do it, especially with the transfers we've made. I'm quite happy with the business we've done in the summer. We've not gone mad. We've not bought a load of players. We've sold a few. We've cleared out the squad a little bit just to free up some space, free up some pathways for some of the youngsters. So transfer wise, I'll show you what we've done. Let's start with the outgoings. 34 million going out. Todibo, he's gone. He went to Moscow. Zagaritis, he went for 6.5 million to Hertha. There was a reason for that. Kabadai, he went. He was someone who I wasn't necessarily actively looking to sell, but if the bid came in, I was prepared to. So we got 13 mil for him up front. I think we would have got a lot. I think that was with add-ons, not including add-ons as well. Sorry. So we got about sort of 3-4 times the value for him. Luca Deng, he has gone to Bologna. He has got a mandatory fee of about 3 mil, with 1.1 million in add-ons or something. So we signed him for either way, we made a profit on him. I can't remember how much we signed him for, maybe about 1 mil, 900,000, I think maybe. Anton Hansen, he's gone out on loan. He's the young striker who we have got high hopes for. I've just sent him out on loan just so he can try and get some game time under his belt. Who else? Yeah, just a few fringe players, youngsters, etc., who probably didn't really have the potential to do much for us. With regards to incomings, 2 free transfers. I know I did touch on Bonucci. We went for him. We got him in on a free. Physical wise, he's a little bit slower now, but everything else, mentals, technicals, he's just class. I'm not necessarily expecting him to get, to be like a starter for us. I think it would be naive to think he's going to be able to do that. But those games last season, like the 1-1 draw with Roma, the 1-1 draw with Empoli, those games that ultimately did cost us big time. Slipping up with points there. Hopefully, we can even bring him on and he can just shore things up, use his experience, his leadership, just to try and see games out. Christian Eriksen, he's another one on a free. He's 32 now, but look at his passing, technique, vision. He's someone again who, even if he doesn't start every game, he's good enough to do so. But even if he doesn't, we can bring him on and he can just ping passes around, just steady the ship in the midfield, keep hold of the ball, hopefully, and again help see us over the line. Elliot Bertrand, he is, I think he's 18, 19. He is a midfielder, but I'm hoping that I could potentially retrain him to play centre half as well. Decent heading, decent passing. He's more of a defensive midfielder. He can play anywhere down the spine, really. He can play in the middle, but obviously we've got Alp Osbeck there, and Gold and Ericsson are going to be our main midfielders. But centre half, he can still do a decent job. He just needs to work on his positioning. I have set him to train on his positioning. I'm just thinking, he might be a good option going forward to play as our centre half. And then I was looking for a new left back. Nothing particularly wrong with Pizzella, but I just felt like maybe we were lacking a little bit of quality. And Alex Grimaldo was transfer listed by PSG for 11 mil. Ben Chilwell was also transfer listed, but Alex Grimaldo, don't have to worry about his non-EU status because he's Spanish, whereas Chilwell being English would have counted as a non-EU player, and I had already filled my quota of non-EU players for the season. So that's where we're at. And I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic. Schedule-wise, we've got, I quite like our first few games. Got Lazio and Milan straight up first 2 games, and I'm really excited about that because they're 2 really good teams, and I think we should be looking to just be putting these to the side now. These are games that we should be winning, not a problem, I would hope. This is where we go and lose both. But, we want to win the title. These are the games that, we didn't win them last season. We lost to Lazio. We did lose to Milan. Did we lose to... I think we lost to Lazio at home, maybe, and we lost to Milan away. So these are the games which we need to be, getting the wins now. And then, the likes of Torino, Bologna, Sassuolo, Crotone, they should just be, meat and drink for us. Not a problem with them. We want to win the title. They're the games where we need to be just seeing them out, grinding them out, getting the points onto the board, and hopefully have a very productive season and win the title. So, slightly long introduction there. If you're enjoying the series so far, please do drop a like below. If you're new, do feel free to subscribe. Drop a comment if you like what you're seeing. For those of you who don't know, we did win the Coppa Italia with Parma last season, which was big. That was our first trophy. I was made up. If you watched the video, you could see how made up I was. And then we came second in the league, 1 point behind Inter Milan. There was a time where we were actually champions on the final game of the season, and then Lazio, who were 2-0 clear of Inter at half-time, bottled it and drew 2-2 and gave the title to Inter Milan. We absolutely blew Atalanta away 5-0 inside about 35 minutes. For a time, it looked like we were just going to manage to sneak our hands onto that Serie A trophy, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. So we are out for revenge today against Lazio because they let us down big time. So yeah, we are going for it. We want to absolutely slaughter them if we can. They've had a really weird transfer window. They sold Immobile to Milan. And they also sold Raul Moro as well, who looks a really good young striker. I think they sold him to Real Madrid in the end. So they haven't really got any strikers. They've got Jeremy Boga, who's naturally a winger. Don't get me wrong, he's good. He's caused us problems in the past. But yeah, they've not really got a natural out-and-out striker, I would say. So I'm hopeful that that's going to really, really play in our favour. This is the team we're going with. Last year's player of the season for the Serie A is out. Mattias Arezzo broke his foot on international duty in the Copa America. He's going to be back, as you can see, in about another 3 to 7 weeks. So it's all on Esposito, who, let's face it, that's not an issue. He was the top goal scorer in the league last season. Nicolo Zaniolo is just coming back from fitness test. He was unhappy that I didn't improve the coaching team, even though we have the best coaching setup in the league. And I said, all right, I'm sorry if you're not happy and if you want to leave. And he was like, oh, no, I don't want to leave. It doesn't need to get to that stage. And I was like, okay, that's fine. He was like, oh, I'm not happy with the way you dealt with this. I was like, right, okay, get over yourself. But he's going to start out, not even in the squad just because he's not fit yet. Squad, Emerson at right back. He was voted the best defender in the league last season. He got something like 12 assists for us. Ahmed Hodzic, he's still here at the moment. Few teams were sniffing around, but he's staying. Valenti, obviously, Pizzella, Gold, Alp, Serrano, Eriksson, Cliver, and Esposito. And yeah, let's see what we can do. We're going to try and blow them away at early doors. This Lazio squad is really struggling. They've got no Lazzari. Playing Hannibal Mejbri from United. They did actually sign him. He is playing up top. I mean, I know he can play as a striker, but neither him or Boga are natural strikers. Do you think, everyone, if you're watching, drop a comment down below. Do you think we'll win the title this season? Are we going to get our hands finally on the Serie A after 5 seasons at Parma? Got there eventually. Alp Erzberg, he is someone who I think is going to just go on from strength to strength and have a really good season for us. He's only, 18, 19. Really good, hard-working midfielder there. Absolute warrior in the middle. He had a decent season for us last season in his first one playing for the club, and he was quite solid, to be fair. He had a few bad games, but so did everyone. And he was really reliable, to be fair. Like, rarely put a foot wrong. One thing that I do tend to see with those deep line playmaker roles, the more defensive midfielders, is it's very difficult for them to get ratings over 7. It's kind of like, if they do their job, win the ball, play a few decent passes, then, the game just seems to think, yeah, that's fine. That's expected. And they just got like a 6.7, 6.8. So only if they pop up with a goal or, an assist, that their rating seems to creep over 7. But I found with deep line playmakers, especially if you play them on the defend duty, which I do tend to play Uzbek on, it's more just about them just winning the ball and laying it onto someone else. Good thing I have as well with the flexibility here is that Gold and Eriksen can quite comfortably just swap roles. If I take Gold struggling to make an impact, then I'll just chuck him further up the pitch and Eriksen can just fill in that midfield quite happily. The board as well at the end of last season, for those of you who, if you remember, I asked them to increase the stadium capacity, which they did. And then at the end of the season, they decided that they'd increase it again further. So they're currently increasing the stadium to about 27,000 seats, which I'm quite happy with. Hopefully, we'll see a bit of a dramatic increase in our revenue, especially with the Champions League coming up as well. It's just all little steps. Come on, Emerson, what can you do? Good driving run to the box, well tackled by Junior Firpo. Cagey game so far. Good save, Mere. Mere had some stonking interest in the summer. Dortmund at one point were bidding 34 million for him. And I didn't even entertain it, really. I had no intention of selling him. He's a good keeper. He was really good for us last season. Oh, unlucky Serrano. Really good for us last season. I was like, who am I going to get who is as good as him without basically just sinking all the money that I get from Mere into him. He's good enough as he is. I don't need to replace him. I just didn't see the point in accepting a bid like that for him when, I didn't really need to. And it's not an area I was looking to improve on. Like a South American new gen player would have been no good to us because I wouldn't have been able to register them. Very even game. Very little in it at the moment. With Arezzo being out though, if Esposito is struggling or gets injured, I might have to just start playing Cliver up front. Striker is not somewhere I've ever really thought about having the need to improve, especially after last season with Arezzo and Esposito getting almost 60 goals between them over the course of the season. It was like, what, no need to change anything there. One of them gets injured and it's like, there's the whole pack of cards going to start falling down. Whole house of cards. I'm actually going to try what we touched on and I'm going to pop Eriksen back into that central midfield role and we're going to put Gold up in behind Esposito. Just to see if that subtle difference just helps us unlock their defence a bit easier. As I said, at the moment, it's very even. Our XG is just slightly less, but we have had more shots and we've got a little bit more possession. Also dominating on the corners as well. We really need to win this. This is a game where, I looked at it and I thought, yes, let's go. Lay down a marker, get the win. Start the season solidly. Eriksen. Just a slightly heavy cross there to Serrano. Alp to Serrano. Oh, tipped onto the post. That was a good save from Areola. Mazy run from Serrano. Shot. Not a bad shot. Wins the corner. which Ryan is going over to take. Come on, Ryan. Decent delivery. Oh, well cleared away there. Ryan, back to Özbek. Drives. Oof, tries to pull it back across for Esposito. As predicted, Hannibal and Boga aren't really offering much in the way of a threat. Here we go, second half. I'm going to up it back up to attacking. Well recovered by Valenti. Firpo is on a yellow. Right, okay. Let's get Serrano to run at him a bit more. Maybe we won't tell him to sit narrower because I don't want him to pull himself out of the way. Good save again by Areola. Yeah, I'm going to let Serrano just hopefully just run at Firpo, see if we can get that second yellow for Firpo, which would give us a massive advantage. Kluivert's been booked. He's also not having a good game. He'll be coming off in a minute for Pinato at this stage, this rate. What was I just saying before our time? Oh, Hannibal and Boga aren't really offering much, and then Hannibal just goes and absolutely leathers one in from, 30 yards? Disgusting. Yeah, Kluivert having an absolute stinker. Interested drop off on him, and I realised as well, he had a release clause of 18 million. 18, 1-8. So I had to quickly get that out, so I offered him a new contract. Where's Vignato? Patella also having a poor game. Grimaldo may well come on for him. Esposito having a poor game. Özbek, great ball out to Petzela. Can he do anything? Gets into the box. Oh, saved. Not saved, just went straight over. Oh, not the start we wanted. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Grimaldo on for Petzela for his debut. I suppose you're going to get berated in a minute if you don't sort yourself out. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't mean to do that in the first place. Don't mark a specific player, please. Gold is flagging. Of course he is. Might be time for Sharon. Or Zakarian, maybe. Esposito. Oh my days, this is very frustrating. So frustrating. It's always the way, isn't it? You go into a new season, you think, right, yes, this is it. Let's go. First game, yes, against the rival. Let's have it. And it's just an insipid performance. Well done, Ryan. Come on, counters on now, guys. Let's go. Yes, run. Run. Yes. Absolutely terrible. Pure garbage. Emerson. Run. Drive. Drive. Into the box. He's offside. Oh. Lovely worked goal. Offside. Didn't he? Come on. That doesn't need VAR. Save the time. He's like 2 meters off. He's not even close. You've thrown all our dice now. Last hand's been played. All we can do is just hope that we can just grab one goal, and if that, worst case scenario, it finishes 1-1. Best case scenario, that gets the wind in our sails, shakes up this very strange Lazio team, and we can sneak a winner. Come on, Vignato, run. Yes, Zakarian. Yes. Yes, go on, Nico. No, oh my days. Either Areola is having a great game, or the finishing from our strikers, attackers is just too easy. Don't know which way round it is. And now put Junior Firpo at centre half. De Pascali, who's this guy? Who even is he? Decent looking Eugen. Fickle personality. Disgraceful. Erzbek's having a poor game. Don't really see why. I've not noticed him do anything particularly wrong. Wasn't like he was at fault for their goal or anything like that. Oh, great save. Shoddy defending. Right, let's up the tempo. More direct. We're getting into territory of now we just need to save the game and just get a goal just to take a point. He's offside again. Feck's sake. Watch your line, Esposito. Watch your lines. Dear me. Three of them off. Four of them offside. Won by Arson. Serrano. Why are you even trying to shoot from there when there's a man right in front of you? Insipid performance. Terrible. 5 minutes to save it. Good header away by Grimaldo. Who's getting it? Ericsson? You going to get it? No? Send him back, that's fine. Send him back. Bet he was offside anyway. So much space for them. Everyone misses the ball. Outwins it. Now come on, Seb. Run. Just run. That was terrible. He has had such a bad game. Positioning's been terrible. He's been offside twice. When he has been onside, his shots have been easy to save. And then that pass was terrible. This is literally it now. Poor delivery. Easily defended. It's 4v2. And that is going to be the game. Very, very, very livid. Nah. Throw the water bottle. Fuming. Absolutely fuming. Don't care if you're demotivated, you're terrible. Akhmetovic sucked. Akhmetovic will be getting dropped for the Milan game, and Juan Heranda is going to get his start. The young Paraguayan towering centre half. Grimaldo, he will also start because Pizzella had a stinker. That was absolutely shambolic. I was so optimistic. I just feel so deflated. So deflated. Pathetic. Oh, just so angry. So angry with that. Next game will be the Champions League. We got the draw at the end of this week. Milan, Immobile getting 2 goals on his debut. That does not bode well for us. Oh man, I'm fuming. Fuming. work to be done. Still thinking if a club comes in for Ahmed Hozic, you can go out the door. I'm fed up of having him doing this. Let's see what his ratings have been over the last. So he had his best season for us 2 years ago. That was just because he scored so many goals, scored 4 goals. Look at that. 6.4 in his first game in this season. Yeah, it was against Lazio, but I'm sorry, but you should be dominating them. So yeah, if a club comes in for him, he's gone. He's out the door. And then we'll either replace him or we will just give Juan Herranda. He can just come in and he can just make that defensive spot his own. Yeah, I think that's an option. That is definitely an option. Right, everyone, I shall see you for the Champions League. I think our coefficient is slowly on the rise. We may get seeded third. Who knows? It'd be nice if we did. Might just give us a little bit of a easier draw if we're the third ranked team. Might make things just that little bit easier for us. But obviously, if we end up getting someone like PSG or Man City or Liverpool or whoever, then, it doesn't really matter, does it? They're going to have a tough ask whether we're third or fourth. Cool. Take care, everyone, and I shall see you next time.